Hello, good morning from New York City, my favorite city in the entire world. We are here for a few days and we thought we would film and show you some of our favorite things to do summer in New York.
One of the things I love the most about the New York subway is they are air conditioned. Oh.
Definitely a game changer in the summer.
So good. We're gonna get a picnic and then head into Central Park and chill and sit in the sun. It's gonna be amazing.
Alright, we got the goods, time to go to Central Park.
We'll show you what we chose when we sit down and set up the picnic, but it's gonna be delicious. Obviously Central Park is absolutely huge and we're just on the edge of it, which I'm guessing is more popular. A lot of people kind of just pop in for a little lunch break. But it's also, there's so much space, so if you want to spend a few more minutes kind of walking a bit further in, I bet you could find a completely secluded spot away from everyone. But we're just too hungry, we need to tuck into our lunch and continue exploring. This is what I got, is barbecue jackfruit, pulled jackfruit.
Oh my gosh, look at your fries.
And I got some fries as well, check it out. Oh yeah.
I got a vegan chicken sandwich and some coleslaw.
Nice. There's a beautiful little lake here with skyscrapers in the background.
Park is easily one of my favorite places in New York, and I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but I used to live in New York. I was thinking this morning, I think it was 8 years ago.
Whoa.
Or 7 years ago. 7 years ago. I was living in New York for a few years and I just loved it. We actually, my family and I lived like a few blocks east of Central Park, and I would just come here all the time, go for walks. Any time of year, it's so beautiful, but especially in the summer, obviously, it's beautifully green.
There's so much wildlife here as well, like there's like little turtles in the lake, and there's like so many birds. It's like a little break of nature in the middle of the city.
And of course, I'm sure you know we talk about it all the time, but our favorite thing to do is to rent bikes and ride around Central Park. There's like a loop that goes all the way around. It's so much fun, so we're gonna go get bikes now.
So the city bikes, which are the ones that we've rented, they are $15 for the whole day, but you have to stop every 30 minutes to re-dock the bike, and then you can use a new code to get another bike, which means, I guess it's trying to stop people just using for hours and hours without docking them. If you do want to do that, it's an additional $4 every 15 minutes, so it can add up, but if you plan out your journey, it should only cost you a maximum of $15 for the day, which I think is pretty good if you're using it all day. We're actually only using them for a couple of hours this afternoon, so kind of pricey, but well worth it.
All right, we are going to see something that I've never seen, and I'm a history nerd, so I'm surprised I didn't know about this. But I think you're gonna be surprised this is here in Central Park.
Today's vlog is sponsored by Vessi. Vessis are the perfect adventure, travel and everyday shoe. They're super comfortable and 100% waterproof. We're gearing up for a few months of adventures, and our Vessis are designed for all weather conditions. From city adventures like this one in New York to the unpredictable weather on our upcoming UK road trip. They're also great for light hiking, crossing streams and wet fields, and have anti-slip technology. When we go back to Costa Rica, we'll catch the last month or so of rainy season, so we won't have to worry about keeping our feet dry there either. Check this out. I'm getting these fully wet, and then check this out. Literally, completely dry socks. These are 100% waterproof, and that is wild. I love it. Vessis are vegan and they're made from Dynatex, a dual climate knit material that keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They are also snowproof, so great shoes for all year round, no matter the weather, which makes them perfect for travel. They're extremely lightweight and breathable, so great for lots of walking in hot weather like today as we're adventuring around New York City. My favourite thing about the Vessi shoes is that they slip on and off easily, but are also secure and cushioned, which makes them really comfortable. If you're looking for the perfect travel shoe or an everyday shoe that's more comfortable and versatile, check out the link in the description to get $25 off with our code Raya Louis when you order your pair of Vessis. Right, let's get back to our New York adventure.
So this is called Cleopatra's Needle, and it says it was erected first in Heliopolis, Egypt in 1600 BC. So that's almost 4,000 years old, and it's just in the middle of Central Park. I didn't even know about it. Wow. Oh my gosh, look how many turtles!
What the heck? There's so many.
Oh, look at the baby one. So I just looked on the map and this pond is called Turtle Pond, which makes so much sense.
Perfect name.
And it's so beautiful. I was just saying, no matter how many times I've been to Central Park, the years I lived here, there's still so much to explore because it really is huge, and there's endless little like pathways that lead to different little ponds and like bridges, and it's so beautiful. So honestly, if you come to New York, maybe dedicate a whole day to exploring Central Park. It's just so relaxing.
So we've just come across another amazing little gem. Right next to Turtle Pond, there is a mini castle called Belvedere Castle. It was built in 1862? 1872.
It sounds like we're in a fairy tale.
I know.
Like next to Turtle Pond is Belvedere Castle.
This is really beautiful. I think you can go inside, right?
I think so. It might be closed right now, though. Maybe too late.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh, and then over there, I don't know if you can tell, is a stage, and they do something called Shakespeare in the Park, so it's free Shakespeare plays all summer, but you have to get tickets. Like, they're pretty hard to get, so we couldn't get any this time, but if you can get some, I think that would be a really, really cool activity to do.
We are running a little late for our reservation. We're having an early dinner because we have something else booked in, which we'll let you know about in a bit.
So we have to cross.
Right, let's do this. Bike docking successful. Raya has just run ahead to tell the restaurant that we've arrived for our reservation. One piece of advice for renting these bikes is setting a timer on your phone for like 25 minutes so you have time to find somewhere to park the bike up within the half-an-hour time limit.
All right, so we're going to a restaurant called PS Kitchen. We've had to make a very early dinner reservation, much earlier than usual. I'm gonna see if you can guess why. We'll tell you in a minute, but put it down in the comments below if you can guess why we had to make a 5:30 reservation in this part of New York. Okay, so the reason that we love this restaurant, PS Kitchen, one, it's fully vegan and it's delicious, but this is really cool. They donate 100% of their profits to charity, and these are their threefold commitment. I'm reading it on the website. That one, they create jobs for the marginalized in New York. Two, donate 100% of our profits to sustainable nonprofit work. And 3, provide New Yorkers with delicious dishes that are kind to the body and the earth. How cool is that? Got a Caesar salad with some chicken, and we're kind of sharing both these things. And then we got, these are like wings, but they're made out of mushrooms with barbecue sauce, potato salad.
Okay, do a taste test on the Caesar salad.
Wow. That's good.
Wow. Wow. Well, that texture's incredible.
So if you looked up where PS Kitchen was, if you can see behind me, you can probably guess that we are near where all the Broadway shows are. And we're going to a Broadway show tonight, our first one together, and Louis' first one in New York ever on Broadway. So basically, over lockdown, I saw an ad saying that you can buy tickets basically like for whenever the theaters open up again, and it's 2 for 1 for Aladdin and Lion King. So I guess they were trying to like make money while obviously all the theaters were shut down. And so we got those tickets, and now tonight we're going to Aladdin, tomorrow we're going to Lion King. Those are like 2 of the best shows ever, and neither one of us has been. I'm so freaking excited, and don't worry, we will tell you guys our thoughts, our review. I'm guessing if you're coming to New York, you might not have time for more than one show, so we'll at least give you a review of which is our favorite out of the top 2.
That was magical.
Unbelievable.
It's so much more visceral than watching a movie in the cinema, which is the only thing I can compare the experience to. But this is like seeing all these people that have rehearsed, learned these amazing dances and songs. There's like a live band in the orchestra pit. It was like way more powerful, I think, seeing it all being performed live. Anyway, I cannot wait for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I've heard Lion King is even better, and right now I can't even imagine what that looks like. I can't wait to see it. Good morning, welcome to day 2 in New York. We are starting today with a classic New York breakfast, bagels.
What fillings did you get?
This is an everything bagel with veggie tofu cream cheese. And by the way, if you haven't had a bagel in New York, I kind of feel like you haven't really had a bagel because they're just like on another level here.
Right, let's see what all the fuss is about. I've got to admit, I'm not a huge bagel fan. Sorry if that offends anyone. I kind of feel like bagels are just bread with holes in the middle. But I'm open.
No.
I'm open to being persuaded otherwise. Wow. Okay, so we have walked all the way west to Hudson River, and we've arrived at a relatively new attraction in New York City called the Little Island. Do you know anything about the Little Island?
I think it was like a gift from a millionaire to New York, and it's, I guess, a new public park in New York that just popped up in the middle of the river.
We're having a little lay down nap on the grass.
So nice.
like this little island because there's all different levels and sections that you can kind of explore and walk up, and you get cooler and cooler views the higher you go. Look at this tower in New York. Doesn't that look like the Avengers Tower? Look, I'll show you a side by side. Oh, that looks exactly like it. It's awesome.
So the little island is actually right next to the Highline, which we've definitely vlogged about before, but if you don't know, it used to be an old like railway line, like train line, and they made it into a public park. It's beautiful. It runs for quite a few blocks, so it's a really nice little walk. Next up, I'm taking Louis thrift shopping. When I lived in New York, I got all my clothes from secondhand stores, and New York has really, really good stuff. This is a new one I haven't been to before, so let's check it out. Okay, so I feel like this one's like a little bit more high scale, like they buy more designer stuff, so it's more expensive. And if thrifting is done right, it should be cheaper than even going to like the cheapest fast fashion stores, so let's go somewhere else.
Do a little swirl. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've always loved thrifting, and you can find amazing one-of-a-kind pieces that are so different. Last time I came here to Crossroads, I got a dress from a department store in New York that like went out of business in the 80s. So it was like vintage and amazing, and it was like $25. So if you haven't tried thrifting, I would so highly recommend it. You could find amazing pieces. It's way better for the planet, and most likely it'll be something that no one else would have.
We've booked in another early dinner because, as we said last night, we are going to the theatre again, this time to see Lion King. But the restaurant we're going to first is called Planta.
It's our first time here, and I've heard so much about it. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but it looks so good, and apparently it's worth it, so we'll let you know.
Honestly, I would say it's 10 out of 10, all the dishes we had. The only thing that might deter some people is it's quite pricey. It's not like the most expensive places, but it's not like your average restaurant prices. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, and it's not like huge portions for the price, but it's a nice treat, I would say.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish?
I think the bang bang broccoli. It's like sweet and spicy, and then some peanut sauce. Super crispy. Delicious.
It was a little bit too spicy for me, but I mean, honestly, both the truffle udon noodles and the, what do you think, El California roll, so good.
Unreal. Highly recommend this place.
Yeah.
We've arrived at the Lion King. I'm so ready. I've got a feeling, from what I've heard, this is going to be even more incredible than Aladdin. We just walked out of the Lion King. It was, I mean, it's hard to put into words. I kind of expected it to be amazing, and it surpassed my expectations. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I would say Aladdin was more of like a realistic, it was very similar to the movie in terms of costumes, everything was kind of like what you would expect. And Lion King was like almost like an artistic interpretation.
Yeah, it was like an abstract,
but
really
such a
beautifully
cool
creative way of showing things. And I think my favourite thing, obviously we know the storyline, we knew most of the songs, but the thing I loved the most was like how the performers portrayed different animals and how they used, I don't want to spoil it, but they used like puppetry mixed with like the performers' limbs to recreate certain animals, and it was like just so creative and so amazing.
And the way they moved was like the most beautiful dance. It was, whew.
Okay, today we've arrived at the West Village to a vegan Mexican restaurant called Ha Ha Ha. And we've eaten here once before and it was amazing, so I cannot wait.
And this is one of my favorite areas in New York, so I'm really excited to go for a walk and just explore after this.
Another delicious meal in New York. Basically, there's just like a million incredible vegan places, and I feel like we're going to be exploring all the amazing vegan food for years, like every time we visit. So we couldn't cover everything, but Ha 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 is a thumbs up from me.
Come to Washington Square Park, and I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like this park is so alive. Like there's so many different people from all walks of life, ages, everything, and I feel like everyone is expressing themselves in a really interesting way here. I feel like it's hit me even more now that we lived in LA, because from my experience, a lot of people in LA are trying to look the same. That's kind of a lot of the vibe. But in New York, it's the opposite. I feel like, especially in this part of New York, people are really wanting to look different and unique. There's so many artists around, and this park in particular is just, you could just sit here and get, from my experience, the best matcha in the world with a boba. So good.
It's really good.
And then you just sit and people watch, and there's always musicians. There's like a drum player right now. There was a jazz band over there a minute ago, and there's just so much going on all the time.
One of our missions for today is to scout out fashionable looking guys to get some fashion ideas for me. As you can tell, looking very fashionable today. Raya picked out this outfit. But yeah, I think this is one of the best places in the world for people watching, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's little birds eating out of that guy's hand. I would just sit here all day doing that.
I know.
Can you see that doing the cute handshake? I like it. Wow, that's a cool squirrel. Oh, there's two squirrels. I wonder what music he's listening to.
yesterday when we went to those other thrift stores, I posted on Instagram and someone messaged me that we have to check out this one, the Goodwill in the West Village. So let's see.
I like it. You like it?
Yeah, I think I do.
I think it fits really well.
Yeah. And I'm trying to stick to like natural fabrics from now on. This is 100% cotton, so it feels really good. Love the color.
Wow, what a find.
Yeah. Wow, that was only $12. Okay, I would definitely say that is less curated than the other two thrift stores that we showed you, but way cheaper. This is only $12, so it's up to you. That one, the other ones probably have more options for you, but this one, like if you find the little treasures, then they'll be way more affordable.
Next today we want to do a bit more exploring, but we wanted to rent these electric mopeds that we found out about last time we were in New York. Obviously we've done the electric scooters quite a bit and the electric assisted bicycles, but this is like a full-on moped and it's an app called Revel. So I'm going to unlock it, it's going to give us our helmets and then we're going to explore a little bit more. You ready? Before it lets you unlock the bike to ride it, you have to take a selfie of you wearing the helmet, which I think is pretty cool.
If you didn't know, Louis has a huge head, by the way.
It's
and the
so
hair doesn't
tight.
help.
Okay, let's try again. Okay.
Yeah, that looks like it kind of fits.
Yeah, why not?
That's as low as it goes. Okay.
I mean, it's better than nothing, isn't it? Nice. This is Raya's selfie. I love it. Honestly, this is so fun. I don't ride mopeds much, but this is like surprisingly easy and such a it's silent when you're riding as well, obviously electric bikes. But it's such a fun way to see the city.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Highly recommend this.
Yeah.
Don't know how much it costs yet because we haven't finished the ride, but we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, this has been so much fun so far. Especially around this part of New York, there's so much to see, so many cute little shops and restaurants and...
Oh, green light.
And the brownstones here, like this is quintessential New York. If you see the front of Carrie's house, Sex and the City,
Green
Friends,
light.
the house, yeah, that's all here. Okay, go! Definitely my favorite way to see the city. You have to do this if you come here.
I love it.
It's so fun.
We don't really know where we're going either.
No, we're kind of just riding around looking for cool things. So nice. Outdoor seating in New York in the summer is so good. All these cute little restaurants. This is the exact area that I would love to get an Airbnb in for a month, couple months, and just live here. Cute little brownstones, look!
Oh, this is super nice.
I know. I would love to live here for a bit. I mean, to be fair, this is every New Yorker's dream, I feel like, to live in the West Village, but...
So many bees.
Random things you find in New York.
Okay, it feels like we've been on the bike for at least an hour and it's been a glorious hour. I'm gonna be shocked if this is less than $30.
Let's see.
So, 45 minutes.
Okay.
End ride. Warning, high ticket area. Have you checked street cleaning days?
Your head looks huge.
We almost ended the ride and the case would have locked with our bag in, so remember to close the helmet thing with the helmets in first. Ended up being like 48 minutes with all of our faffing. Wow.
How much?
$27.
Wow.
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
Okay, rate our ride. 5 frickin' stars, baby. We have arrived for our final meal of this video at ABCV, which apparently is Raya's favourite vegan restaurant in New York. I haven't been here yet, but I'm very excited. So all the dishes here are to share. One of the dishes we got, which came out first, is the roasted cauliflower. I'm going to dip a little bit in this hummus, or whatever this is. Whoa. That is an explosion of flavors.
So they're always changing the menu here depending on what they get from local farmers markets and stuff. But this hummus was here last time I came and I remember it was one of my favorite dishes. And I think it was maybe my favorite, so I'm excited for you to try this one. Oh my god.
This is the mushroom walnut bolognese with carrots, something I can't pronounce, celery and mint. Wow. Okay, time to choose a dessert. Check these out.
This literally has the date, today's date on the bottom, because this is the executive pastry chef for today and they must change this like maybe even daily. All right, we chose the chocolate cherry cake. Very exciting.
Did we choose correctly?
Yeah. All right, what did you think?
I agree with Raya that was one of my favorite restaurants, top 3 for sure.
Yeah, for me as well. Like I don't know how much you could hear us in there because it's quite loud, but we were saying like the layers of flavor and everything was so incredible. You can just tell the chefs are like really, really talented and definitely know what they're doing. And I was saying it must be so fun for them that they change the menu so often when they get new like produce that's in season, because I feel like they just get to be really creative, which you can tell that they're like loving what they're doing.
It's definitely a special occasion restaurant. It's quite expensive. I think for the 3 dishes and dessert we had was like over $100, but you know, I think it's
for
worth
like a
it.
birthday or anniversary or something. Yeah, it's just like an experience, a culinary experience, I would say. And we would very highly recommend the hummus, the green hummus, and the cauliflower. They were both like out of this world. The pasta was good as well, the mushroom bolognese, but that was like, you could probably find that somewhere else, but the other 2 dishes, whew, so good.
Unreal.
All right, we're gonna sign out this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. Like I said, New York is my favorite city in the world, and summertime, it just doesn't beat it. I think my favorite activity that we did was the scooter ride today.
I know, honestly,
such a highlight.
Hopefully you've got some cool ideas of things to do. There's infinitely more things to do in New York, but this is just what we got up to. Yeah, I agree. The scooter ride was surprisingly fun.
A few things that we didn't get up to that we wanted to if we had more time. Definitely check out jazz while you're here. There's so many live jazz places. We tried to get a ticket for tonight.
Probably live music in general is just incredible in New York.
Also, I just found out that there's like a hot tub boat that you can rent with a bunch of friends and sit in a hot tub while like going around Manhattan and look at the skyline. That looks epic. There's so much kayaking, jet skiing.
We've done like open door helicopter rides over Manhattan. Our friends were jet skiing in the Hudson. There's just a million things to do, so we couldn't really include everything in this video, but
hope you got some good ideas.
Yeah, this is more more of just a chilled, fun few days in New York. And we have got so many incredible adventures planned over the summer. So if you're not subscribed already, please do.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.